Hey guys, welcome back to Noon Hour Out of the Box. We are episode 14. A huge thank you to all of you tuning in. We so appreciate all your love and support. And to our producer, Jenny DuHaime, who makes all this happen. And to my fabulous, incredible co-host, my mentor and good friend, Mr. Robert D'Alessio.
Miss Esther Brzezinski, wonderful co-host of mine. Such a pleasure to be here with you, with our great producer, Jenny, and all of the entire audience.
It is absolutely my pleasure. But before we continue, Robert, I want to tell you, yesterday I got this incredible surprise. My friends from P Eats Preps came by and gave me some free meals. They are a prep food company in Montreal. You order by Sunday, you get a week's worth of meals by Monday. And depending on your food preferences, if you're on a meal plan, if you're doing the keto diet, if you're vegan, vegetarian, they'll put together 3 meals for you for each day. They are an incredible service. So I can't wait to try it. And I'll let you guys know how delicious it is.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I could just taste it from here. It looks absolutely delicious. Very quickly, Esther, do they cater to someone's special needs if they have a special kind of a request or a diet?
Yes, absolutely. You just tell them what your requirements are. You can actually DM them on Instagram on their site, which you could see right above here. p.eats_preps, and tell them your requirements and they will follow suit. They are an incredible service. So that's exciting. And thank you guys for bringing me those meals. I'm so excited to try them. So how are you doing, Robert?
I'm doing so good. I'm excited. It's not a bad day after all there. It is kind of it's humid today, but it's great, and we have a nice subject today, a nice topic that I'm sure the audience is going to dive right into with us. It's all about fashion today, isn't it, Esther?
Yes, it is. It all started, my interest in this subject. I came across this old photo of myself from my cousin's bar mitzvah back in the 70s. And I'm wearing this outfit. I have no idea what it was. It's these little shorts with this little, I don't know, sort of long shirt over it, but split up in the front. And we used to call them hot pants. I don't know if you remember this, back in the 70s. And I found this photo. Do you remember hot pants?
I remember, all right. Three's Company. That's the Three's Company wear.
That's very similar. And I'm not even sure about the actual name, hot pants. I don't think that would fly these days. It's a little sexual. So that's probably a no-no.
I think it's because they came right out of the dryer. That's why they call them hot pants.
Absolutely. But then it got me thinking about some of the other outfits we wore back then. I don't know. Do you remember elephant pants?
Do I ever remember? I actually had a pair of hand-me-downs from my cousin Frank back in the day. And I remember I had written all over my legs, my right and left leg. It was full of writing, heavy metal bands, lyrics from heavy metal bands and quotes and all that. And if today these things come back in style, I don't care if my kids are living with me or not, or anyone I love, I will absolutely prohibit them from wearing such atrocious clothing.
Yeah, not the most flattering. But then there was this other look that was all the rage in the 60s. There was the mini and then the micro mini.
What? You call that a micro mini? Today, it's like about 6 inches above that line. And it's really gotten out of hand today.
Well, it was quite shocking back then, coming off the 50s and the early 60s, which was very conservative. This was very shocking and very popular.
And I remember back then when they came up with the bikini, they made such a big deal about it. Oh my God, she's sewing skin, and it was a big thing back then. It showed any form of skin.
That's true.
I can relate to what's going on over there.
Yeah, it was quite. She still has elephant pants. Yeah,
I'm not speaking to you no more.
So it got me thinking, where do these ideas originate from? So apparently there are 5 key ways that new trends come from. Street style from the kids, There's celebrities, of course. We're all pretty much familiar with that as being an influence. Fashion bloggers and influencers. They are, in the most recent years, very much the people that we get influenced by. Of course, runway fashion, and from the fashion capitals of the world, like New York and Paris, and in Italy, there's Milan and Rome, and London in the UK. So exactly.
Runway fashion? Are you kidding me? Why would anyone want to wear anything like the guys on the runways, like with the planes they're coming in there?
It's not that kind of runway. So in my research about fashion, I came across some outlandish looks. So I'm just going to show you guys some of them.
Yeah. You see this, folks?
Yeah. So here's the first one. It is.
Oh my God. Did she break out of prison or what?
I call it the cat sweater, and there's a meme that goes along with a lot of these looks. It's called Fashion Sweetie. Look it up. So this is a thing.
We should get the fashion police after her. Get her arrested. I mean, this is like, it's controversial.
And this is the back. Yeah, it's very unusual. But, we have to say, what was the designer thinking behind this? What was their raison d'etre to create this? Maybe there was some sort of fashion with a cause going on here. Maybe there was a message that she or he was trying to put across. We really don't know. I came across this as well.
What in God's name is that?
So it is like a pajama bottom with an oversized sweater and this elongated arms. Again, it said it's called fashion. Look it up.
She looks like Captain Hook, for crying out loud. Look at that. Oh my God. You can't possibly be selling that in stores, right? I mean, this is just for a one evening type of thing that you look at.
Sometimes it's also their outlet for creativity. Sometimes it's a message they're trying to get across. We don't really know what's behind the reason for why they come up with these looks. There's this one as well.
What is that? A UFC fighter or something?
No. So it's a lady in a man's suit with a cage, and she could be saying a lot of things here as well. Is that working from home? Okay, I don't know who that is. Fernando. So yes, meow, exactly. She wish she had them now. Yes. So this is an outrageous look. Again, there could be a message behind it. I don't really know. It's actually kind of attractive in a strange way, but it is definitely a little costumey and definitely outrageous and not something that we would typically wear day to day. And to go to the actual extreme, we have these looks. And as the author says here, if Dr. Seuss and Alice in Wonderland had a baby, you get this.
Look at that. Why would anyone be walking around looking like a zipper? Come on, for God's sake. A zipper just goes zip and zip. What is so gracious about a zipper? And you got that disco ball. Please.
It could be representative of the world. There could be, again, another message. It's hard to say. It is a creative outlet of sorts. So they seem outrageous and they are costumey, but they're also kind of interesting and creative. So.
Oh my God. And we got a comment here. It looks like a cat head too. Yeah, I guess Jen was talking about the cage.
Yes.
The USC fighter there. Whatever her name may be anyway.
Yeah. Well, I myself, I was in the fashion industry in the 80s and 90s. And afterwards, I had my own accessory business. And I had an item that was extremely popular, and it was called the Magic Wrap Skirt. So this was a cool idea. So what they did was they used recycled sari silk fabric, and they would sew it together and they would create these different skirts that you could use in a multitude of ways. 10 years ago, I made this little mini video, and I actually sold a ton of these. Here's just a little snippet. There were
Wow.
literally, yes, it was gorgeous. There were literally 100 different ways that you could wear this skirt. I sold it for $35. They were all 100% silk, and they were extremely, extremely popular. And it's so very convenient as well because listen, you're traveling, you need something for for the beach, then something for the evening. This was all in one item. So it was brilliant.
And it's still stylish today. I mean, 10 years ago.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's timeless. And with that, I got to thinking about the whole idea of, using one item in many different ways or dresses that are transforming. And so actually, Jenny came across this. Check this out.
Brilliant. Wow.
Yeah, I absolutely love
That's
that.
smart.
Yeah, again, it's that idea that you have this one outfit and you could use it for daytime that evolves into nighttime. So it's brilliant. I love it. And they were absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, absolutely. And that is smart fashion. Yeah, I like that kind of fashion.
Yes,
It's like a two-in-one thing. It's like
exactly.
I don't know, you're at a luncheon, whatever, and sorry, I got my meeting tonight, and you just like slip into that. And that would
Exactly.
be like pretty cool,
So there again, so you could have fashion that's functional, you could have fashion that's outlandish, that maybe be sending a message, and then you could have fashion like that, that's smart fashion. And trends change every year. Like we see the elephant pants from the 70s, the micro mini skirt of the 60s. And so I looked up trendspotter.net because they're always predicting looks for, the year that we're in or for the following year. And I came across some trends for 2021. This is from trendspotter.net. So first this is the oversized shoulder pad boyfriend jacket.
Hang on, I'm going to stop you right there, Esther. Why
Okay.
would anyone want to go out and buy a boyfriend jacket when all you got to do is take your boyfriend's jacket?
You would think it would be that easy, but apparently
Yeah.
not. It is a look and it's very popular. I actually saw it probably back in the 80s as well with the large shoulder pads, and it had a similar type of feel to it. This is very timely and definitely derives from what we went through in 2020, the black face mask. It's considered a fashion trend.
Okay, like seriously, what is so trendy about the face mask? Is it because it's made out of silk or what? I mean, it looks like an ordinary mask to me.
So they
Well,
found a way to make it fashionable, and in fact, unfortunately, we'll still be needing them for a while. So it's not such a bad idea. And then there's the headscarves. These are 3 different ways you can wear it. The one in the center, I remember very clearly my mother wearing her scarf like that in the 60s. It's actually a very cool look.
I remember my mom wearing that, and also my grandmother as well. Yeah, you go back a little bit. That's quite a while back in the 70s.
Yes, and then there's these colors which I love. They're sorbet pastel tones.
They make you
And
hungry. Look at that.
yeah, they're very fresh looking. They're gorgeous, and they're really good for, all seasons. So I really love that.
Nice.
And this is something I have, and I actually really like it. It is the yellow handbag.
Oh, the Dijon mustard bag. Look at that. Hey, what are you doing? I'm carrying my Dijon. Look at my Dijon over here. Are you serious? Why yellow like a Dijon mustard?
It's actually very vibrant. I actually really like it a lot. This is folk inspired coats, which are really pretty.
Okay.
And we have the white knee-high boots, which is very 60s inspired. And last but not least are the fringe bags. I actually really like these.
You know what? If you have a loose bull in the street, I would be afraid walking around like that. The thing would just charge you. Look at that.
Yeah, well,
What's
some
the
of
whole idea?
the fringes are a bit long and you have to be careful not to trip on it. And Robert,
that
there's
just-
one last thing I have to tell you.
What?
So this very well-known designer came out with this look in November 2020. This is going to blow you away. They cost about $800 US a piece, and they are grass-stained jeans.
No. You're joking, Esther.
No.
Esther. You go to the Value Village store, you can pick up a pair of pants like that and go roll around the grass that you just cut at home. You're going to look even better than that. And it's going to cost you about $5. $800. Are these people out of their minds?
Yep, it was a look actually that came from Gucci, and he came out with it in 2020, and actually it's October, November 2020.
You know,
And it was all the rage. I know it seems ridiculous. Again, maybe there was a message that was the creator of this look was trying to get across. We're not really sure.
But you know what? I'm going to go right after the show. I'm going to take a hot coffee and I'm going to purposely spill it all over my T-shirt. It's going to become a fad all of a sudden.
Yeah,
I'll sell it for $200. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For crying out loud.
I know some of it seems a bit out there, a little bit ridiculous, but this is how they portray their creativity. And, some of it is fabulous and some of it is a bit outlandish, but oftentimes there is a message behind it. So we have to respect that.
Well, Esther, I have a message for you and I have a message for everybody else out there who's tuned in. You know that I tend to weep at, this point in the show because it's called closing time. So we got to go, folks. But thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. It was absolutely fun. This was really cool. And thank you, Linroy CM, for tuning in. Notably, we also have Frida Adams, who's tuned in. And we had Fernando. Fernando, is that your Fernando?
I'm not sure.
And Fernando Valley. We had Juliet West, who tuned in. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you to PAX Management. Thank you to JG Morone, who tuned in as well. And let's see if we missed anybody here. Edna, did we say Edna?
I don't think so.
Well, Edna, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone else who's going to be watching this afterwards. So Esther and I are going to be taking a little break. We're going to be taking a 3-week vacation, but we will be back Wednesday, September
8th. And that will be Fernando Renzo's birthday, by the way. Thought I'd throw that out there.
So, folks, you want to put on your birthday hats, you want to get the bazookas going there, and you want to bring out the birthday cake. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. And like Esther and I said, we're going to be back very soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.